Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Fiso. So firstly, I'd like to thank all of you guys, the new subscribers. We are finally on 500 subscribers. It's a small win, but it's something that I feel that it's necessary to celebrate. Every win is important, well, to me. So thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being here from the beginning. Those who are still here and those that are new, thank you so much as well. I hope you'll stay for a long period, more like forever. But yeah, so on today's video, I'm just gonna give you an update on my nose piercing. So I did a video not so long ago explaining my process, where I got my nose piercing, etc, etc, etc. If you are interested on knowing more about that, do check that video. I will put the link in the description and so forth. So my nose piercing it seemed as though it was healing properly, and unfortunately with time, I think this is on me, I somewhat stopped using the saline solution to clean my nose ring because I thought it could say healing and whatnot, and unfortunately it hadn't really healed properly because I then had an infection. I think that's what caused the bump. Basically, I had a bump grew around my nose piercing, like on top of the piercing, like around it. So in my understanding and from the research that I had gathered, I think I got an infection because I wasn't cleaning it properly and so forth. So how did I get rid of the bump? So what I initially did, because yay, I also watched a couple of videos, went on Google, blah 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 blah, and my paranoid self, I was really like, oh my god, what's happening, to an extent where there was a point where I was like regretting getting a nose piercing, because I was like, if I'm experiencing this thing right now. But anyway, I then, like I said, went on Google and whatnot, and I got a few suggestions, like using tea tree oil, using what's this thing, making a solution of non-iodized salt, and unfortunately I did not have that type of salt. I don't, so I didn't do that, but I do have tea tree oil with me, so I tried using that. But with tea tree oil, what then happened was that instead of the bump going down, the skin around the bump hardened, like it dried. I don't know if you've used tea tree oil before on your pimples or whatnot, you'd notice that it dries your pimples. So it was doing that, it was drying it, but not in the essence of it going down. So with time, I stopped using the tea tree oil because I was just like, it's just drying the skin, and the skin will peel off, the dried skin will peel off, but still the bump would be there. Fast forward, and then saw people also continued watching videos on YouTube, and saw people using that salt solution, but ingati they are soaking the bump with that solution. So if I'm not mistaken, I stand to be corrected, I am no scientist or whatnot, but the saline solution is somewhat made out of sodium. Is it sodium? Zandile, it's what is sodium, ne?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That solution is made out of sodium and other, obviously. So I figured, let me try and soak it with that. So what I did is I used this solution, which is finished, and a cotton wool, because it's not a pad, just a bit of cotton wool, like just take like a very bit of cotton wool and then damp it with the solution. I'm not going to do that because it's already finished, so that's going to be a waste. And then like really the cotton wool would be really damp. That way I'll be able to soak the bump, and then I'll place it on the bump, and then it would sit there. I'll put it even for an hour and let it sit there and whatnot until probably the cotton dries and stuff like that. And after I had done that, the bump had slowly gotten down. Unfortunately, because in papile and I wanted to create content, I then wore makeup and the bump was still there, but it had reduced or went down. I wore makeup and the bump reacted again. I guess the makeup infection You know what I mean? So it went up, and as I continued trying to clean it as usual, the bump popped as I was cleaning it. I didn't remember. Listen, I didn't pop it myself. It popped on its own while I was cleaning it. And fortunately enough, I was scared because it is advised that you shouldn't pop that bump because you are at high risk of irritating your skin even more, of getting infections even more and whatnot. As much as right now I'm wearing makeup, I'm just like, what the hell, I have to wash it off so I can clean my piercing again. But yeah, the bump popped, like I said, and then I tried to clean it. Sorry, I got distracted there. I tried to clean it. Well, I did not even try it. I made sure that I clean it at least 3 times a day to make sure that I don't get infection on the, I guess, open wound now, because you know it's like a pimple. It popped. There's somewhat wounding and whatnot, and that's what got rid of my bump, I guess. Just continuously cleaning it and avoiding getting in like an infection. So my advice to you is, if you do have the bump, you can try and soak it. If you have the bump, please don't poke it, because like I said, there are high chances of getting infection and irritating your skin even more and so forth. So don't pop your bump. Just try and soak it and whatnot. You may try the tea tree oil, but unfortunately for me, the tea tree oil did not work, so I can't really but yeah. And also, please, in your spare time, do find out which bump do you exactly have. Like I said, I personally had a bump caused by an infection, and I found that because of the, I guess, research that I had done and how the bump looked and so forth, because there are different bumps. Like my bump had some sort of, like, what do they call it, poos, if I'm not mistaken. Like it had some whitish yellow thing inside of it, and others would have keloids, and the bump that I had are 2 different bumps. Keloids, if I'm not mistaken, is made or formed due to the irritation of your skin and skin is it skin cells or whatever forming and so forth. Like I said, please do the research yourself. It would be very much useful for you to do a thorough research on your own, because right now I'm just briefly brushing everything and whatnot. But yeah, just be sure that before you try and find solutions, know which bump do you have exactly. But this is it from me, and yeah, thank you once again for 500 subscribers. I hope by the end of this year we will have at least 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below so that you get notified every time I post a video. And please do share this video so that we attract more people to this channel. I love you all. Stay blessed. Mwah.